Hello students, welcome to DBMS lecture series. So far we were discussing about single level indexing, but in database management system, multi-level indexing is also used. So in today's lecture we will discuss about multi-level indexing. So suppose I stored my database file in the computer system, then all the records that are present in the database file will be stored in the hard disk of the system. So if this is the hard disk of my system, that is the secondary memory of the system, then all the records will be stored in this hard disk. Now in order to search any record from the hard disk, I will create an index file for the hard disk. So this is my index file. Now assume that we are storing thousands of records in the hard disk. So in that case, the size of my index file will also increase. So if the index file is very large, then what we will do? We will create another index file for that index file. Now again, if the size of this index file also increases, then again for this index file I will create another index file. So basically what we are doing, in order to reduce the input output cost while processing the query, if I am creating the index file, for that index file I am creating another index file, and for that index file I am creating another index file, like that. So in this way we are implementing indexing at multiple levels. So this is known as multiple indexing. In DBMS, this multiple indexing is implemented with the data structure tree. So we will understand how tree data structure looks like. So in tree data structure we have nodes and we have branches that connects all the nodes together. And a tree data structure is acyclic in nature, because we have graph data structure that is cyclic in nature, but in a tree data structure no cycles exist. So this is known as the root node. These nodes are known as the intermediate nodes, and these nodes are known as the leaf nodes. So using the tree data structure we will implement multiple level indexing in DBMS. Now when we are using multiple index tables, then what is happening? Whenever I want to insert or delete any record from the database file, the process becomes very complex. So in order to simplify the process of inserting an element into the database file or deleting an element from the database file, we will use the concept of trees in order to implement multiple level trees. So in multiple indexing, in particular we are using B trees. So B trees are having nodes and branches like any other tree. If we look at the details of the node in a B tree, then it looks like this. So in a B tree we have a block pointer that will point towards the next node. Then we have a key value, as we store key value in the index table also, and this key, the search will be based on this key value. Corresponding to this key value we will be having the record pointer, because as you know that in index table we only store the key values and the pointers. Now the pointer point towards the database file. So suppose the key is 10, then the corresponding record pointer will point towards the particular record in which the value is 10. So every key value will be having a corresponding record pointer. Here again, this is the second block pointer, this is the third block pointer, and this is the next block pointer. Likewise we have key 1, key 2 and key 3. So if I say the order of a tree is P, then we can create P children from that node. So we will generalize it. So what is the order of a tree? Order of a B tree is the maximum number of children any node can have, and number of children will be equal to the number of block pointers. Now number of keys will be equal to the number of block pointers minus 1. So if the order of the tree is P, then we can say that the number of children for that tree will be p, and the number of keys for that tree will be p minus 1. Now if you have a B tree with the order p, then the number of children for the root node and the intermediate node can be known by this small table. If the order of the balanced tree is p, then the maximum number of children a root node can have is p. The minimum number of children any root node can have is 2. The maximum number of children any intermediate node can have is p, and the minimum number of children any intermediate node can have is p by 2 ceiling value. So if I say that we have a balanced tree with p is equal to 4. So p is equal to 4 means the order of the B tree is 4. Now if p is equal to 4, that means the number of children will also be 4. If the number of children is 4, that means number of block pointers that will point towards the children of that node will also be 4. So for a B tree with p is equal to 4, that is a balanced tree with order 4, the node will look like this. If p is equal to 4, then we will have 4 block pointers. So these are the block pointers, and for p is equal to 4, we will have number of keys 4 minus 1, that is 3. So 3 keys are there, key 1, key 2 and key 3. Now we will try to understand how insertion is possible in a B tree. So now through this question we will try to understand how elements are inserted inside a B tree. So the question is, consider a B tree of order 4. Insert the following keys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inside the B tree. So here we have 10 elements and we have to insert these 10 elements inside a B tree. So now in the question, the order of the B tree is given, that is 4. So the structure of the node in the B tree will look like this. Because the order is 4, so here 4 pointers will be there that will point towards 4 children of this node. Because if order is 4, that means the maximum number of children that are possible for the node is 4. And the number of keys that are possible will be p minus 1, that is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. So the number of keys will be 3. So now we will start the question. For the sake of simplicity, I am not taking this node format, but I am using a simplified version. So you can represent a node in this manner also. So we have the possible keys at each node is 3. So I have drawn 3 blocks in this node. So one element inserted, so 1 will be inserted as at the first place and 2 space will be left. Now in the second step, the second element, that is 2, inserted in the B tree. So I will insert 2 at this position, and again we have 1 space vacant here. In the third step, third element will be inserted. So the node will look like 1, 2, 3. 3 will be inserted at this vacant position. Now in the fourth step, when the element 4 will come, then we cannot accommodate this element 4 here. Why? Because in this B tree which is having order 4, only 4 minus 1, 3 keys can be accommodated here at each level. So for that, what we will do? We will find out the median of 1, 2, 3, 4. We will find out the median of 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 elements. So the median of any array is usually the middle element. So here the number of element is even. So middle element can be 2 and the middle element can be 3 as well. So if you are taking the left element as your median, then throughout the question you have to take the left element as your median, and if you are taking the right element as your median, then throughout the question you have to take the right element as your median. So here I am taking 2, the left element, as the median of this array. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, the second element is the median. So what we will do? We will move 2 towards upward position and make a new root. So 2 now will become the new root of the tree, and in the second level, at the left side of the 2, the smaller elements will be inserted, the elements that are less than 2. So 1 is less than 2. So 1 has been moved to the left part of the 2. Now the elements 3 and 4 are greater than 2. The value of 3 and 4 is greater than the root value. So these elements will be moved to the right position of the root, because B tree will follow the property of binary search tree. So in binary search tree, usually in the left side we insert the elements that are smaller than the root, and at the right side we insert the elements that are greater than the root. So now in this B tree you can see the value of root is 2. The left side elements are smaller than 2 and the right side elements are greater than 2. In next step, fifth element got inserted. So now 5 is greater than 2. So 5 will be inserted at the right side of the root. So here we inserted 5 also. Now in the next step, sixth element will come. When sixth element will be inserted, so 6 will come here because 6 is greater than 2, so it will automatically come at the right side. Now again at this level we can accommodate only 3 key values, and 6th will be the 4th key value. So again we have to find the median. Now the median for the elements 3, 4, 5 and 6 will be 4. So automatically the 4th element will be moved towards the root position. So my new tree at the next step will look like this: 2, 4, at the left of 2, 1, at the right of 2, 3, and at the right of 4, 5 and 6, following the BST property. Now in the 7th step, 7th element will be inserted. So we will insert 7 here. Now in the next step, 8th element will be inserted. So 8 will come here, but again you see we can accommodate only 3 key values. So again we will find out the median for this array. So the median for this array will be 6. So in my next step, we will move the 6th element towards the root position, and the tree will look like this. So here 8 has been inserted. Now in the next step, 9 will be inserted in the tree. So 9 is greater than 6. So automatically 9 will be placed at this position. Now at last 10 element will be inserted. So when 10 will be inserted, again at this level the node cannot accommodate 4 key values. So we will find the median for this array: 7, 8, 9, 10. The median value will be 8. So we will move the 8 towards the root position. Now when 8 will be moved towards the root position, here also 4 elements are occurring, but we can store only 3 elements here. So again we have to find out the median here. So the median for values 2, 4, 6 and 8, the median is 4. So here the 4th element will be moved towards the root position. So now the structure of the B tree will change. So after 10th element has been inserted, this is the final B tree that we got. So at the root level we have 4, at the left side of 4, 2, and as 1 is smaller than 2, then at the leftmost corner we have 1. Now 3 is greater than 2, so following the BST property, 3 will come at the right of 2. Again 6 is greater than 4 and 5 is less than 6. So 5 will come at the left side of 6 and 7 will come at the right side of 6. Again 9th and 10th element will come at the right side of 8. So this is the final B tree that we will get after inserting all these 10 elements. So if the question is asked, given this question, which element will come at the root position? So the answer is 4. If this is the level 1, this is the level 2 and this is the level 3. And what is the height of the B tree? So the height is 2. Thank you.